What's up, my friend? Kris Krohn here, and today I'm talking about how you become wealthy in 4, what I'm gonna call unpopular steps. I mean, listen, here's the reality. In the world we live in today, every marketing message is 3 simple steps, 3 easy thises. But what I'm gonna share with you, it may not be popular, but I can tell you it works. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Kris Krohn, and I became financially free at the age of 26. And I'm gonna break it all down for you how I did it in 4 steps. And I just wanna start by letting you know that even though we do live in this world that says it should be fast, it should be easy, it should be simple, the reality is that the time-tested, proven ways that people have created wealth, it's not always going to be easy, it's not always gonna be simple. But today I'm fortunate enough that I can drop it in 4 steps. And here's step number 1. If you wanna become wealthy out the gate, the first thing I want you to understand is that it is actually going to take some hard work. Now, you can see why that's not a very popular message. The world today is like, no, don't tell me it's gonna be hard. I wanna know that this thing is gonna be easy. Listen, I became financially free in 4.5 years. I worked my butt off. But I gotta tell you today, I enjoy an amazing lifestyle. I get to travel around the world. I get to live where I want. I get to do what I want. I get to own $1 million homes. And it's all because I chose to work hard for a period of time in my life where I could delay gratification, and it made all the difference in the world. So I want you to understand, hard work may not be popular, but it is the thing that will make the difference in the end. Okay, number 2, spend less. Screw the Joneses. Everyone's trying to keep up with somebody else, right? We're playing this judgmental game. But the reality is, if you want to become wealthy, we got to find a way to free up some cash so we can do some cool things. And the question is, how do you free that up? And that's just going to come down to you learning how to spend less. Now, you want to become, I'm not telling you that you're going to have to be a budgeter your entire life or that you're going to have to be a saver necessarily your entire life. But I'm going to tell you right now that if you want to become wealthy, you got to have something to start with. Right now you're watching this video because you're saying, I got heart, or I got courage, or I'll get the training, the education, I'll find the mentor, and those skills and abilities, that's part of it. The next part is you got to put some money on the line to make this thing go. And the question is, where are you going to get that money? The reality is, if you don't have any, either someone's going to take a bet on you, or you got to organize yourself so you can get a little nest egg that you can do something with. Okay, listen up. Number 3, invest more. If you're spending less, there's a reason why. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you were to go back to Buffett or anyone else, mega billionaires, Ray Dalio, people that have been my mentor that I paid 6 figures to be in proximity to, one of the things that they'll tell you that most of us, we should be learning it in elementary school. We should be learning it junior high, high school. And by college we should be, but we're just not. We're taught to be consumers instead of investors. And rule number 1, if you want to become wealthy, is that you got to have some money that you can put in the game. You need to become an investor, which means you need to learn how to invest. Now, I got to clarify for just a moment. I am not talking about a 401k crappy matching scam system. I'm not talking about IRAs. I'm not talking about the stock market. I'm talking about you becoming the investor in your life. I'm talking about you taking ownership and learning how to do that. By the way, end of this video, if you're like, Kris, crap, investing, I don't know what are you even talking about? I got a short book that I wrote that I will give you for free, and it'll lay out the entire thing. What you need to understand is that if you want to become wealthy, you need to become an investor, not a sheeple instead of people that take their money and give it to someone else, say, grow it. Because society's financial game plan sucks and it'll never get you where you want to go. Now I need to add something here. Next to invest more, I'm going to put 2 letters. R-E, re. What does that mean? It stands for real estate. Now I'm going to tell you right now that having invested in what feels like just about everything on the planet, from cryptocurrency to gold refineries, trucking companies, you name it, I've probably put money in it. And the reality is, I may use a variety of vehicles for creating my wealth, but there's always one that I come back to that I invest in. This year I am buying hundreds of homes. This year my personal monthly cash flow is growing by tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars every single month. I do that through real estate investing. Or you look at Dale Carnegie, who says that 90% of the world's wealthy made their money in what? They made their money in real estate. And so you need to learn about real estate. And if you're not, you need to subscribe to this channel, because a big part of what I do is I believe that you can have it all, right? I've written these books, I've traveled the world, I've done all these events. I believe you can have everything and anything that you want if you put in the hard work. And part of having everything, yes, body, yes, relationships, But a big part of that is you've got to start being in charge of your financial future to be able to create the life that you want. And so invest more, and I'm just going to invite you to do a deep dive into the game of real estate. And the free book that I'm offering you at the end of this video, I'm going to give it all to you. I'm going to show you that if you're starting with nothing, or if you have 401k or wherever you're at, how you can actually build wealth and become independently wealthy. Because me, when I started with nothing. And to have become financially free the year I graduated college, there was a system, and that book will reveal all of that to you. And number 4, perhaps one of the most important things that I want you to get right now, it should be intuitive, but people don't do it. You repeat what works. It's amazing. There are so many things you can try your hand at that in the end, they don't work out. I mean, think of how many times you've efforted yourself, and then in the end, you didn't get the result that you wanted. And that failure is what actually causes most people to give up. But when you finally lock in on a system that's working and you can work it, you repeat it. The same way I became independently wealthy more than a decade ago, guess what I'm doing today? I'm doing that exact same thing, but guess what? Way bigger. And I've got my plan for how I'm becoming a billionaire because I want to be a billionaire philanthropist. First half of my life is to make $1 billion. The second half of my life is to give it all away. And the only reason why I'm capable of doing that, and the only reason why it's building powerfully right now, is because I have a system that I repeat over and over and over again. Now you got to understand this. My message is not going to be the most popular for people out there, but I want to tell you something that even though it takes time, is it worthwhile? Well, guess what? You're going to snap and 5 years are going to go by. You're going to snap and 10 years are going to go by. And 10 years from now, you can be financially free. You can be living high on the hog. You can be living life on your terms and the way you want. Or you can still be messing around, screwing around, and saying, man, just last night I was putting in a heated driveway for my house up here, and my plumber finished the job, and he had been the same plumber on my house that I had built, this beautiful multi-million-dollar house just down the street 12 years ago. And he was questioning me, Kris, about real estate. And then he chuckled for a moment. He said, man, just imagine where I would be if I got started 12 years ago when I was interested then. Do not be that guy. Don't be that plumber. Don't be that person in life that has goals and dreams, but because it's hard or because it takes hard work or because it takes time, you don't actually do it. Don't be that guy. Got it? Okay, so friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks for being here. These are the 4 steps of creating wealth. These are the principles you want to live by. And as promised, I have just purchased thousands of my books that in the next couple months, I'm giving away to anyone that wants one for free. All you got to do is click the link in the description below, and you're going to find a link. And when you go to that page, true to my word, you'll be actually getting a free copy of my book. I hope you enjoy it. It is going to show you these 4 steps. Most importantly, it's going to show you how to take $1,000 and then turn that into $1.6 million like I did when I started my journey. My hope is that it helps you live a more conscious, freer life, because you and I, it is our birthright to have it all. Whether you will or won't, that's the magic and the mystery, as Jim Rohn calls it. I hope that you step up. I hope that you seize it. Today is your day. And then make sure you subscribe, because I'll see you tomorrow on the next video.